Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another Guilds of Ravnica draft. This time we won't be doing a competitive draft because non-competitive drafts are available. So let's jump right in. This means only best of one, we don't have to care about sideboard, and we can pay the entry fee with gold. Let's see, what do we have in the first pack? Well, not much. So what do you want to try to draft? There isn't much for black, green. I actually started with Healer's Hawk and just go Boros. Okay, let's do it. Let's start with the Healer's Hawk. See if we can draft Boros. This is a pretty difficult choice. True Fire Captain is amazing, but Luminous Bond, of course, premium removal. But I think True Fire Captain is so good that I'll take it over the removal. I hope that we get some more removal later. Okay, how aggressive do we want to be? Do we want to be that Boros that ends its curve on 4 drops? Or do we go for something a little bit slower? I think I want to be as aggressive as possible. I'm thinking about taking the Sure Strike over the Inspiring Unicorn even. We can probably get more Sure Strikes later if we need them. Okay, let's go with the Unicorn. Maybe I won't be playing it in the end, but I'm quite sure that we will get some Sure Strikes later. This will be the Goblin Crater Maker. That's pretty easy. This is basically nothing though. We can take the Shield Mate. It's the only playable card for us, and overall this pack doesn't really have anything. Okay, that is Shadow Strike, Scout, Blade Instructor. Okay, let's go with the Scout. I want to make sure I have enough 2-drops. I'm really not a big fan of the Instructor. Another Shield Mate? I don't think that we need another Shield Mate. I think I'll take Maximize Velocity here. Just go as aggressive as possible, but 1 copy is of course enough. Hunted Witness or Goblin Locksmith. Actually, no, the Witness or the Sure Strike. Let's go for another 1-drop. I would of course rather get Healer's Hawk or Goblin Bannerets, but let's make sure we have at least 3 drops. 3 1-drops, I mean. Maniacal Rage here. Go with another Witness. There is the Sure Strike. And now we basically need creatures. Well, Celestia lock it just in case, but I really want to stick to Boros. So hopefully no splashes. There's nothing here. Oh, another Sure Strike. So now we have enough of those. And what do we want to take here? There's almost nothing for us. I don't want to take another Hunted Witness. If I pick another 1-drop, it will have to be one of the premium ones, either another Hawk or the Banneret. In this case, I think I'll just go with the Goblin. That's a horrible first pick, though. Command the Storm is a bit too expensive for this deck. I think it's gonna be another Crater Maker. The Demotion wouldn't be horrible. I think I just want more creatures. Yeah, there really is not much here. These are some horrible packs. I may even take Finality, because I don't have 4 copies yet. You don't want another Shadow Strike. I won't be playing Take Heart. We have enough witnesses, and that's basically it. Okay, let's go with the rare. Oh, and the hell happened there? Okay, fine. I thought that I might have disconnected. Let's see. Here's another hawk, so I think I'll take that. How many spells do we have? We have the Velocity, so that's basically 2 spells, 2 Shadow Strikes, and that's it. I think the Minotaur is good enough, even with what we have, and hopefully we will get some more later. We don't have any 3-drops at this point, so that's another reason to take it. And other than that, well, I'd probably take another Maximize Velocity. So that's quite bad. Okay, let's go with the Minotaur. How many 2-drops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take another ordinary goblin. How many non-creature cards do we have? We can't afford it to play 2 copies of Maximize Velocity. I think we can take it. Then we'll see if we want to play it. In this case, I think I'll go with the Halberdier, just because we need to improve our curve. For a deck that is this aggressive, I don't think I want to play any Guild Gates. Let's go with the Pack Beast. But I hope I won't have to play it in the end. Here I would just take the Mephitic Vapors if this was a normal draft. But then that really is nothing. Whatever. With another Shadow Strike. Candlelight Vigil, is it good enough? It's pretty expensive, so I don't think I want to play a card like that. I'll take another Haunted Witness, but I'm definitely not playing another one. And here, it's really just whatever. Okay. This is pretty ridiculous. Well, Deafening Clarion is not carded for us, so we have Conclave, Tribunal, or Direct Current. I think in this case I will go with the Current. It works better with the Minotaur, and it can be, or a player can be targeted with it. Integrity, Intervention, and nothing else basically. Fine. It's decent pickup. There's nothing in this pack. Fine, I'll just take the rare, because there is really nothing. Inescapable Blaze is too expensive for our deck. I don't want to ever get to 6 mana. But on the other hand, it can be targeted on a player, so maybe 1 copy to finish off like some Dimir decks. Okay, fine, I'll take it over the guild mage. This might have been a mistake, but who knows. That's gonna be a board, that's fine. The problem with this deck is that we have 0 mentor. We haven't even seen any creatures with mentor. Okay, fine, let's take the Halberdier. Cosmotronic Wave, that's one card that I wanted to see. Whatever. And I don't think we get anything until the end of the draft that we would be interested in. Okay. So, this is a pretty bad deck. Don't have any interesting rares. Don't have any mentor creatures. So, I really don't think we can get too far with it, but let's try our best. I'll remove everything we don't want to play for sure. Six more cards. We don't want to play 2 beasts. I don't think I want to play. Actually, I may have to play 1. We don't have basically any removal. So in the end, I may need the beast to push through last few points of damage. You don't want to play the Gravitic Punch, that's for sure. How many creatures do we have at this point? 17 and 9 non-creature spells. Okay, we'll have to reduce the number of non-creature spells. Probably just 1 copy of the Maximized Velocity. Yeah, I'll cut 1 Hunted Witness. And we can cut probably 1 mountain and play 16 lands. Yeah, I think this will be the final version of the deck, but I'll give myself a few more minutes to think about it, just in case I find something that I could improve. But for you guys, I'll be back only in a second. Okay, so I didn't change anything in the deck. Let's jump into the first game and see if this is going to work or not. If we could get like 4 wins, I think I'd be pretty happy. The deck is really missing some strong cards that would allow us to beat some of the top decks that we will probably meet at some point. And the biggest problem is that we don't have a removal. I think that's something that's gonna stop us quite often. This is quite a bad draw, but if we draw a 2-drop, it will improve quite significantly, so I'll keep it. Nope. They're drawing lands. Actually, then 1 more land is fine. Let's play the boar. And next turn, We draw a mountain. Never mind. I want to say we can play the unicorn and attack with him. Fire captain. And we are of course missing second red mana. Even though I'm playing 10 mountains. Well, the Inspiring Unicorn is gonna die. But that means our opponent most likely won't play anything next turn. Okay, well, it's the only thing I can do. And I won't pass my turn without spending any mana. There goes the direct current jumpstart. Come on, I need my second red mana. I think this is a little bit too late. How much damage can we do to our opponent? It's 4, 10. I think he's gonna take 2 now. Unless he has another Shadow Strike, of course. Okay, now we start just burning him down. Fine. That is no problem at all. Not gonna play any creatures here. Discard the Velocity. And let's hope that we can draw that 6th land. We have some blockers, so we should be able to survive for a few turns. Unicorn, sure. As long as it's not lifelink, it's fine. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, give me my mana. There we go. Okay, good. Well, that was close. Okay, what are we looking at here? Can we take it all the way with just the Healer's Hawk with Maniacal Rage supported by Share Strike when needed? Let's definitely keep. Let's see what we are up against, if we can afford to use the Maniacal Rage. Or if it's too risky. Yeah, fine. Against green-white. That is still the risk that we will lose the Hawk to Crawl Harpooner turn 2. Hopefully it's not gonna happen. It's uncommon card, so how likely is it? Okay, great. Gonna be removal, crushing canopy main. Oh, there is red, so this is not Salasnia, but Naya. Is there for 2 mana that could stop the Hawk? I don't think there is anything. There is 2 damage. Yeah, that's doable, but I don't think that with these 2 mana open, there was the option to kill the Hawk. Now the opponent is down to 9, so we need 1 more attack, then he is in range for the Inescapable Blaze. Wow. One... Not a block. I don't think so. Really? Okay. That was easy. Let's go. 2 more wins. We are on draw. We don't have 1 drop. We have 2, 3, 4. If we draw more mana, we can play the current. So I'm gonna keep this. And if he could draw 1 drop right now, that would be great. Nope. Well, that's already a big problem. Cyclops? Or removal? No, Cyclops. Yep. We are just drawing lands. It's really not helping. Just another blocker that we can't do anything about. Okay, fine. This is gonna clear the board. And how many? There was 7 lands on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Yeah. I'm not even sure what would help there. Drop 3 drop. This time we are on play though, so it's a little bit better. Share strike. Fine. We don't have to show our second color yet. Our opponent is gonna trade here. Oh, that's fine. Let's play the Minotaur. I would at some point most likely use the Goblin to remove the Shield Main anyway. So may as well do it without spending any mana. Alright, it's Naya again. Okay. So next time it's most likely gonna be Shadow Strike as a pseudo removal on the 4 or 5 drop. Is this must or may? No, it's must. Kinda sucks. Actually, wait, we're gonna do the Shadow Strike after block, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, fine. Thinking about just using the Creator Maker to kill that Legionnaire. Okay, this helped a lot. This combat will kinda suck. We're gonna lose probably 2 creatures. Oh well, the Witness still leaves the token behind. Double block? Really? Oh, there could be that +3/+3 Convoke X favor. No. Okay, so this wasn't too bad. How much damage are we do next turn? 6, 9. Okay, good. Okay, what are we looking at? Looking at 1 drop, 2 drops, combat trick, 3 drop. That's not a bad draw. But just 1 wall and won't be able to do much. Okay, let's go with the ordinary goblin. It's much more difficult to block than the Crater Maker. That 1 damage can be so frustrating. Okay, it's the 3rd land just in time. And if we drop another land next turn, then it's gonna be perfect. Excuse me. Okay, Radical Idea turn 2 is perfect. Well, it's not a land, but Direct Current is also fine. Down to 10. Let's go with another... Actually, there is black, so there could be Mephitic Vapors. And Mephitic Vapors with another goblin on board would be really bad news. Okay, this is game over. Even have the lethal damage on board now. Okay, so we managed to get 4 wins. That's what I wanted from the deck. If we could get more, then I'll be pretty happy, because then the investment of the gold would be really worth it. I think that 4 wins, those 450 gems, are just not quite enough for 5,000 gold. But 650 for 5 wins is pretty good, so let's try to get that. What are we looking at? We are on draw. We have 2 drop. We have the current. True Fire Captain is nice, but this is like a draw that I'm gonna keep, but this could go horribly wrong. Yeah, this is not helping. This is a dead card for a long time until we get to the Blaze. We need the second planes for the True Fire Captain. And now, what? Cyclops to stop us. There are so many cards that just stop us right here. And there's the second white. Looks bad. We're gonna lose the shield mate, and with that we lose all our damage. So now we basically die to Shadow Strike, or die, like the game almost ends with Shadow Strike. Thinking if I should just play the Unicorn and wait one turn when the True Fire Captain is out of range of the Shadow Strike. Or I could play the Unicorn before combat. Maybe there will be some counter magic. It'll make it easier for me to read the combat. Like devious cover up. Yeah, our opponent was looking in the graveyard, so it's devious cover up. Fine. Could have been worse. Now the attack is safe. And every bit of damage that we can do is pretty important because we have 10 direct damage in hand. But I'm afraid this is the last damage. Actually, this will be 4 more damage. Is it combat damage? No, it's any damage. At this point we are missing 2 damage. But I don't think that we can get it anywhere. Well, definitely not from the witness. It's also not enough. There's no point in playing it on the... or is it? I could play the Rage on the Witness. And finish off the field with a direct current after combat. Let's try it. The longer this game goes, more advantageous it will be for our opponent. I also could have tried to cast the Maniacal Rage on the field, kill the Electromancer with direct current. That would also work. Okay, our opponent is digging for something. That's... say maybe even good news. This is good news though. This is perfect. Please, no counter magic. come on. Now let's kill the agent. And now it's about one counter spell. Okay, this is great. There can still be discard. Thought erasure, and it's over for us. Because our opponent is playing black. Well, he might be playing the Guild Gate and not play any black cards. Okay, good. Okay, now one more win would be amazing. There is not a huge difference between 6 and 7 wins in only 100 gems, but there is 200 gems difference between 5 and 6. So that would be nice to get. Let's see, what are you looking at? You're looking at the horrible hand. But this is gonna be a mulligan. We had one white source on one red 2-drop. I would, of course, keep this. Well, I can't keep a hand with white cards and red mana. Fine, we have a 1-drop, we have 2-drop. Okay, so our opponent is down to 13. Next turn, if there is a blocker... All these tapped lands are pretty good news for us, and we have the direct current now. So... how are we gonna do it? Yeah, I want to keep it, and I want to keep the planes in hand in case we get hit by a rat. But our opponent is basically down to 4 already. Wow, I didn't expect that. I'll just pass and wait for more cards. I really don't want to risk losing this game because our opponent gets a rat and we'll have to discard the direct damage that we have currently. Okay, so Thought Erasure wins the game for the opponent. This is fine. Okay. Well, we could still hope do something with the goblin and maximize velocity. But losing to Creeping Chill, such a crap card, and now Thought Erasure. Okay, well, even with the live game, you wouldn't be able to do anything about this. This was still pretty close after Mulligan to 6, not that good opening hand. And yeah, playing around Ritual of Soothe in that position, who would do that? Okay, 1 drop, 2 drop, Maniacal Rage. I hope we are up against Celestia now. Oh, okay. It's not too bad, unless that is another dead weight, of course. Nope. And let's play the Crater Maker again. We want to play around Mephitic Vapors. This looks like another removal. Oh, a Grand Assassin. Yeah, I'm gonna resolve that, but I think I'll just use Cosmotronic Wave on just that Assassin. Or is it actually worth it? I'm really afraid of Mephitic Vapors. I could just play the Maniacal Rage on the Scout. Give him flying. Now I'll just attack. Make sure we don't lose the scout. That is probably our win condition, together with the Cosmotronic Wave in the end. We trade the Crater Maker, it's fine. Now we play our second Goblin. I just hope that the opponent doesn't have Mephitic Vapors or another Ritual of Suit. Okay, bats are fine, I think. Especially if we can draw cards like Direct Current. Or 11. Thinking what's better, if I should use the wave here and hope that next turn I draw a land and can play the current with the Maniacal Rage. I could also play the Rage on the Goblin. That's not really gonna do that much. No, current on the bats. Okay, so no removal now. That's important. Nope. Damn it. This is a decent draw. Because with this buff, the Goblin will actually trade with the Dowser. As long as there are no more combat tricks. And if it's just a blocker here, or blockers, then it's game over. Okay. That's not ideal with that +5, but it's an empty board. Oh, and this is great. Good. Okay, so 6 wins. Let's see. Take it all the way. One last game. Yeah, this is horrible. But I don't think I can afford it to mulligan this on draw. I mean on play, I would mulligan this on draw. I hope that we draw a 2-drop. Something that we can do on turn 2. we don't, then we probably can't win this. This deck really is about curving out and then just do that last, I don't know, 6 to 8 damage from hand. That is too late. Oh, our opponent is... or has problems with Mana Screw. That could help us. First strike? This is instant, right? Oh, that would be great. Please do it. And now the Chair Strike. Oh. So it was just one Mistland drop. I mean, it's pretty noticeable, but... if I do it... yeah, mana would be nice here. It's not mana. So now, I don't think that the opponent has time to jumpstart the direct current. Yeah. I could just buff up the Halberdier. This might be the best play in this case. There is a good chance that the Halberdier gets through, or it's just chumped by the Adept. If we trade for the Crab, that's not bad either. I think the best call here is to trade with the Crab. Because anything else would leave just more creatures on our side. More to work with. Now it's most likely going to be the jump start. And that Watcher of Mist, that's also a pretty good play. Our opponent goes to 12 and play the land. Do 2 damage. Make sure the Watcher can't block. And now it's gonna be 7. It's basically about 1 land now. I might even be able to end next turn with the direct current. I jumpstart it. If there's one more blocker, then jumpstarting the direct current is lethal. Here, removing 1 creature from the board on our side is not good enough. Oh, this is the simplest way. Okay, so it seems that the inescapable Blaze Pig wasn't that bad after all. I was thinking about target creature opponent controls. I want to make sure I'm targeting opponent with the spell. But I was thinking if a 6th mana spell is something I want to play in a deck that is this aggressive. And in the end, yeah, that's not gonna work. In the end, it was the best spell. We won like 4 games because of that. So, in the end, the deck actually worked better than I expected, even without any real bombs. Let's check our reward. What do I want? Rare wild cards. That's probably something I need the most. Ember Sentry, that's garbage. Mausoleum Secrets, another crap. Divine Visitation, maybe for Singleton. Okay. We still got those gems, so that's the main thing I wanted to get anyway. And overall, we definitely did better than I expected, so I enjoyed the run. I hope that you guys did too, and that you're gonna join me for the next video again. Until then, have a good time. Bye-bye.